So I'm about to head out to the gym. It's 8 minutes to 10, so I got a lot done before leaving. Um, but I was feeling okay, and now I'm feeling down, and I'm just kind of documenting that. Someone on the new Facebook group that I had, she wanted to be removed. First of all, she could remove herself, I think. But she said because she's getting a lot of notifications and she can't do anything. It's weird because I don't know how she got in the group. I mean, I sent her a thank you for coming into the group. Maybe it's you have to be approved to get into the group. But when I said thank you, she didn't mention anything. So I was like, maybe someone brought her into the group. Maybe she just didn't say anything. So she put a whole big post with big letters to remove. She took the time to do that. So I removed her. But yeah, it's not a good feeling. It's kind of rude, considering since I'm contacting you via private message. I kept it on, and I have to know that it has nothing to do with me, but it just affects me. That plus the guy. If you've been following me, you know who I'm talking about. Called me on Monday to meet on Wednesday, and then said he would confirm on Tuesday, and he didn't. So that added on doesn't make me feel good. Thinking about some of the business stuff I have to take care of, which I've been neglecting, closing an account, calling Chase. I did some editing of the video for the Borderline book that I'm supposed to be reading. I didn't do the next page filming, but at least I started editing. And you kind of get the picture. For me, it's just kind of like a compounding of small micro failures or stressful events, or when you think about the bad things, you forget about the positive things. I got ready early. Feel good. Besides the events happening, I look good for today. That's kind of important also, in terms of getting my sunscreen game right. To not look like I'm wearing as much of a mask. So I think I got that right. That's what I meant more, like I look good. What else is there? My place is a mess. Haven't touched it. I do have to go to my mailbox. I ordered some Retin-A cream, but I had to get it through a website that's called Kijiji, which is similar to Craigslist. But we Canadians use Kijiji. We Montrealers use Kijiji because Craigslist isn't really active. And he got it from Thailand, I believe. So, because here I can't seem to get it, and I can't seem to get it for a cheap price. When I went to the doctor a few months ago, They have one that's mixed with acne medication, and it's expensive. And if I use over-the-counter stuff, it's ineffective. And pharmaceutical grade, or what they call it, dermatologist grade or professional grade, which apparently is BS, would cost me double the amount. And you just don't know what you're getting with it, because it's not prescription. This is what I'm learning. So, a few years ago I tried to get it from a few websites. They wouldn't deliver to Canada. So I happened upon, I kept rewatching the videos that I'd seen a year ago when I attempted, and then I just kind of reattempted, and I saw someone in Toronto who had some, and he was mailing them. So I took a chance. We'll see if I get that there. He said he sent them. I should get it by this week. And then I have my personal training client who's now paying me by check because he's entwining it with Instagram, because I'm doing his Instagram, so he's putting it all on company expenses because it's for his dental practice. So that's where I'm at, but I think it's the Facebook thing that really shook me. And I wanted to say something like, why the fuck did you come on? On another note, there's a woman who's posting on it, and I don't know, I'm feeling maybe like she's trying to help be with her boyfriend, and we had a long conversation on the thread on the group, but I can't help her. I think I did a video regarding this, and she posted a few things since then. No one's engaging with it, and I'm starting to think that there's a certain I don't know if it's a paranoia, something is weird. She's thinking that everyone's corrupt. So I think it's a little bit more than just trying to be with someone who's being controlled by narcissist. It's but I can't say anything because I don't know. But it doesn't sound like a rational. But then again, sometimes abuse makes you irrational. So I can't really say. I'm not an expert in this. So, but I haven't seen anyone interact with her either. So I hope that she gets something together. I'd mentioned things like, put a Facebook group together or a website to get, if you can't get media attention on what's happening, that you at least bring attention upon it. She had said that Facebook is corrupt because of Mark Zuckerberg. So do a Wix website, do a blogger. They're all free. I see she's on the computer at the library that I suggested. So I hope she does something. It's going to take time, It always does with things like this, And the guy who's being estranged from her by his parents or whatever is 37. So he's not 6. So there can't be any child protection or anything, So that's that. I don't have anything else to say on that. We'll see how it unravels, I guess. This is new territory for me. The group has 105 members, so that's good. It had 106, I think, but I just removed one. It's a nice sunny day out. I'm still working on my Fiverr. At least I'm being consistent. Small things at a time. I've done videos like this a couple of years ago, like small bits, breaking things up into small bits. And I've come back to that, and I think that works for me in a sense, in a great sense. Like there's certain things I just cannot focus on for long periods of time. I just can't. I don't want to. I see it as perpetual, so I feel like I'm going to put too much attention to one thing as opposed to the other. I think it's also because it's for someone else that I have to put myself first. So if I invest so much for so little money, it's not worth it either. And it's things I'm going to be doing all the time, so I just have to develop that. Even with the gym, start doing smaller workouts in and out, you know. It works well for me. Just do a lot of small things as opposed to one big thing. And I've tried to do the one big thing, you know. I mean, when I had my companies, the last owner, when she was training me, she's like, you know, just do this, take care of that, then go on to the next thing. Sometimes the big thing, it depends on the situation. Sometimes one thing, it takes so long to do. And then there's going to be more of it anyways. You know what I mean? You're always going to be paying bills. You're always going to be doing this. So you have to figure a way to do it and, I guess, cope with it, you know? Yeah, you know, it could be the way I think also. You gotta do what works for you. I happen to do many things at one time and that allow me to move forward. I've been like that since I was young, different sports, different activities, and it's like doing different chores, you know. You have to do all your chores every day. You find a way to do it every day. You find shortcuts, you shorten the time. You don't spend 4 hours doing something that should take 4 minutes. And I'm a proponent of the saying, you know, small incremental changes bring about the big changes in the distant future. So I'm sticking with that. The point is to not do it all day. I mean, I did an hour or hour and a half. I completed everything. And when I get home, I have to be able to, I mean, I'm going to do this again at night, but I have to be able to do not do this during the daytime, so I can do the other things. That's where I'm struggling right now. I kind of procrastinate on that. But at least I have the morning, the evening, and then kind of fit in the daytime to deal with the difficult stuff with the businesses and the mailbox and all that stuff.